guys, what's up? It's your girl Destiny. We are back with a Hoeology episode. I know it's been a while since we've last talked, but so much has gone on. I have moved, I relocated to Dallas. I have started a new podcast where I'm co hosting with my girl Cherie. I am trying to just basically get my life together. I am almost done with my degree, so that has honestly been what's taking up so much of my time is studying and just really going hard to finish this damn degree because your girl got to get something going. I know y'all feel me. But anywho, I have been missing you guys so much. I miss having my own platform where I can just talk shit and be real with you guys because you guys love me so much as I love you. And thank you for listening. And so, yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and get straight back into a new episode. I have so many more coming out that I am ready to drop. I'm going to try to drop one at least once a week. But as you can see by this episode's title, this is all about virginity. So I am praised a lot. I'm questioned a lot for my sexuality and why I'm so sexual, why I'm so open. Do you have daddy issues? All these crazy things. And it's just like, no, I just love sexuality. So just let me live. But I wanted to get to the root of, I guess, where my sexuality began, which is the first time. I feel like everybody's first time is either really great or really horrible, or you just remember it. Every girl remembers her first time. Every guy remembers his first. It's just a defining moment in your sex life. So I want to kind of explore that, tell you guys my virginity story, and ask some questions at the end for you guys to answer for me. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. Of course, we start with our tweet of the week, which says, open discussion. Would you lose your virginity to the same person again? I'm going to answer that question a little bit later because I want to give you guys the background and the story of how I lost my virginity. Now, I'm not going to tell you guys how old I was, but I will say I was young. I was younger than 16 when I lost it. I willingly lost it. I consented to lose it, and I knew that I wanted to lose my virginity. I will say I was feeling not pressured, but I felt less than because all of my friends had already lost their virginity and they would talk about sex and blowjobs and kissing and making out and all this. And all I had ever had was like a kiss, right? But I wanted to be in the club so bad. I was like, I need to lose my virginity. So the person that I chose to lose it to actually took my other best friend's virginity. He lived in her neighborhood. He was a little bit older than us. We knew his brother, like we knew all his best friends. Like I said, like we all hung out in the same neighborhood, at the pool. We'd just be walking around or chilling, like walking around the neighborhood. He was cool. Like we would flirt back and forth. He was a white boy, shocker. And if you know me, you know. But he was cool. I mean, I let him know, like, hey, I want you to take my V card. Like, I know you had sex with blank. And it would mean a lot if it was with you because I trust you. I know you, blah, blah, blah. Boring. So, my best friend, I tell her, like, hey, so and so is going to take my virginity. You know, when should I do it? Like, I'm asking her for advice. So, what ends up happening is my best friend, we used to do reckless shit, y'all. We was bad as hell. Like, if I have kids, I'm having fucking security cameras inside the house, outside the house, under the bed, you name it, there will be security cameras because we was bad. Like, we snuck boys in all the time. We would hide them in her closet. Like, we would just run off with them. Like, it was bad. You live and you learn. But so she's like, okay, well, her mom used to go to work at night, overnights. So her mom would leave for work and then we would invite the boys over. Like at that time, we weren't always all having sex, but we would just be up under boys, like doing shit like smoking or drinking, like typical teenager shit. So she's like, okay, my mom's going to work. I think it was like a Friday night. She's like, actually, I know the date. I'll have to look that up and tell y'all in a second. But she's like, oh, my mom is going to work. You know, we can invite the boys over and then it can happen then. I was like, okay, cool. Like, I'm thinking, you know, it's just going to be 1, 2 done. Like, it's easy. The way they're talking about sex, I'm like, ooh, it's going to be great. It's going to feel so good. Like, child. Okay. So, boom, her mom goes to work and we invite the boys over. They're all in the pool smoking, chilling. Me and old boy. are also I'm like sitting on his lap, like drinking, chilling. Like I wasn't drunk at all. I definitely clearly remember every single detail about that night. Um, and so yeah, so what ends up happening is I was like, I think I'm ready. I told that to him. I'm ready now. And we go upstairs to my friend's room. Now, we used to call my best friend's room the boom boom room because we always had boys in there. Always. Like, one time we were just like watching movies. Like, our gay best friend used to be in there in bed with us, like watching movies or fucking around. Like, we didn't fuck around with our gay best friend. We're saying like we fucked around with dudes in there. Like this, we're not gonna get into my whole life as a young child, but yeah, so we went upstairs to the boom boom room, and these idiots, my best friends, fucking turned on Chris Brown Take You Down, blaring it. So she had big speakers throughout her house, so she's like blaring Take You Down by Chris Brown, and I'm just like, bitch, could you not, like, I know I'm about to get smashed, could you just not make this any more like embarrassing? So as soon as she turns it on, he like just laughs. Like he's like, "Oh my god!" Like, cause again, we knew them, so he knows how she is, and it was actually like funny. It kind of took the nerves like out a little bit for me. So, Take You Down is playing. He takes my panties off. He's obviously goes down on me. He eats me out, and it was okay. Like, he smoked a lot of weed, so his mouth was kind of like dry, you know, like cotton mouth. And that is again a reason why I really don't like dating guys that smoke a lot of weed, because y'all don't understand, like, it tastes weird. Like, your mouth tastes weird, your spit tastes weird, your mouth is more dry, like it's not sexy at all. But it was my first time like a guy going down on me too, so I just didn't even know, but I knew that it felt good. Like, that part felt good. So his dick was like average size. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, he was white, but I fuck white boys with big dicks too, so like kill that stereotype, please. But his dick was average size. He had a condom on. He went to put it in, and it was like a lot of pressure. Like, it, I never bled because I actually ripped my hymen when I was like 12 on a bicycle. It was actually very traumatic, but we'll get to that at a later date. But I didn't bleed. It was just a lot of pressure. There were some like sharp pains, I would say, when he was like going in and out, but he never went like fast. Like, he never forced it all the way in like niggas do nowadays. He was so gentle with me. Like, he kept asking me, "Are you okay? Like, do you want me to stop? Like, are you okay? Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, like, I'm okay." But honestly, in my head, I was like, bitch, when is it gonna feel good? Like, this shit is like not it. It honestly felt like when you, I mean, guys, this might be TMI for you, but I feel like my girls can relate. It felt like when you remove a tampon. Like, it was not pleasurable. I was like, what is this? Like, yes, I'm okay, I'm not dying, but I was like, this don't feel good. Like, I didn't know how else to describe it to you guys. I mean, before it was actually happening, like, my mind was racing. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna bleed, because every girl talks about, oh, I bled my first time and it was such a mess and da da da. I was like, am I gonna make a mess? You know, how much pain am I gonna be? Like, am I gonna fall in love with him? Like, how fast is it gonna happen? Like, is it gonna be over? I was young, yes, but I didn't even think about, like, I wasn't thinking about him nutting. Like, that wasn't even a thought in my head. And I feel like I didn't think about that type of aspect of sexuality or sex until I got later into like having sex. I didn't think, oh, is he gonna nut fast? Or like, oh, is this, isn't this? Like, I was just like, I just want to get my virginity over with. Like, honestly, that's it. So whatever. He nuts in the condom, obviously. Like, we were super safe. And instantly, y'all, instantly, your girl was like, I'm pregnant. Yep, that's it. I am definitely pregnant, and I'm gonna have a baby, and I'm only blank years old, and what am I gonna tell my mom? My friends are gonna think I'm a whore because I'm the only one that got pregnant her first time. Like, my stomach was cramping, my vagina was obviously hurting like crazy. I was just in a world of pain, and my mind was all over the place. Like, I'm already an overthinker, you guys, so it was just times a billion. Like, that shit just activated a whole nother level of overthinking. So he like takes the condom off. He's like, are you okay? He kisses me. He helps me like get dressed. I go to the bathroom. I pee because I remember you have to pee after sex. I don't even know where the fuck I heard that. I mean, I still do it today, but it's just whatever. So I go to the bathroom, I pee. He goes downstairs and sits on the couch. I go sit on the couch too, and then I lay down. I'm like, oh my God, the cramping. Like, I'm pregnant already, about to be 6 months. Is somebody going to throw me a baby shower? Like, all these things, thinking of baby names. Like, I was so convinced, y'all, that I was pregnant. So my friend Dina, oh, my best friend Dina, she came in. Y'all know her. She came in and she was like, how are you feeling? Like, how did it go? I was like, I'm just hurting right now. Like, my vagina hurts. She was like, yeah, you'll get over it. She was like, did it feel good? I was like, bitch, hell no, it didn't feel good. What you talking about? Y'all hoes lied to me. So then none of the other boys come in the house because they're all, of course, dapping each other up outside like niggas do. And, well, they were all Hispanic, but I was like, bro, ain't nobody gonna come check on me. But my best friend was outside, you know, entertaining and just having fun. I was being dramatic inside. And so then, like I said, her mom, it was still early in the night. Her mom wasn't going to come back till like the next day. So he comes back in and I'm like, I want to do it again because I'm like, I'm convinced, y'all. I am convinced there is no way that all this hoopla about sex was supposed to feel like this. There's no way. Like, it's got to feel good at some point. So literally, we fucked 4 more times. And after the 4th time, I would say it felt decent. It didn't feel good till probably like 3 years later. It was crazy, y'all. I swear to God. I was like, bro, sex does not feel good. It was all a lie. Insert curly red. It was all a lie, guys. Like, that's how I felt. And honestly, afterwards, I felt so stupid. I was like, I am an idiot. I have succumbed to peer pressure and I deserve whatever comes after this, especially a baby. So I was like, this is stupid. It didn't feel good. I wanted to literally throw up. I was like, I should have fucking just waited. I was like, this is sex. I could have waited and given it to someone that I loved, someone that, like, you know, I really cared about. To this day, if like I'm dating someone, I really don't claim my first. I claim my first love as my first because I took his virginity and it was more special then than it was my first time. I mean, I feel like for girls though in general, it's, you usually are super tied to your first, but I wasn't. Like, I mean, I don't have no beef with the man. Like, he just took my virginity. That was it. Like, I didn't love him. I wasn't dating him. I didn't want to be dating him. Like, he was just someone I trusted, someone I knew. Like, that was it. But I definitely wish that I would have waited. I mean, I tell that to anyone that's a virgin. Like, I have one of my closest friends is still a virgin, and I tell her, like, it's really not worth it. Like, yes, now, shoot, 10-ish years later after losing my virginity, yes, I'm a sexual person. Yes, I love sex. I love talking about sex. I love learning about sex. But that, it took 10 plus years for me to like finally be this person that I am today. Your virginity is not, it's not worth these niggas. First of all, no offense to my guy listeners, because I fuck with y'all, but it's not worth it. Like, your virginity is precious. It should be treated as such. It don't feel good the first couple of times. Shit, I didn't even have my first orgasm until 21. That should tell you like something. Sex is a lot. It's very complex, and when you're losing your virginity, you don't think about, oh, what's a nut? What's an orgasm? Like, what is squirting? Like, you don't know any of those things, you know? You don't know that, for example, like sexual trauma can play into how you feel about sex. Like, I didn't know any of that. I just knew that it did not feel good and that I should have waited. If I could do it all over again, I would wait. That's actually one of my questions to you guys. If you could do it all over again, would you wait or would you do it with the same person? I would definitely wait, and I would choose my first love to take my virginity. Like, I still love him to this day. He will always have like a special place in my heart. I would never want to be with him again, but I would definitely choose to give it to him if I could. I think also I would change how it happened. I would have wanted it to be, I mean, I was surrounded by my friends, of course, so I was safe. I would still want to be somewhere safe, but I would want it to be somewhere like meaningful for both of us. Like, if that makes any sense. I mean, if I was younger as well, like, I would tell myself, just keep being safe. I mean, you know, just be with someone or lose it to someone who you wanted to be with. I feel like it's not, virginity is a virginity. It happens, it comes and then it goes, and then you can either regret it forever or, chuck it up to it is what it is. My friend Brandon actually tweeted something, and it was like, don't, like, or you can't rack your brain about things that you know now that you wish you would have known, because you only learn that out of a lesson. So I can't be like, dang, I should have lost my virginity to Travis. Like, that's who it should have been. Like, you didn't even know him back then. So you can't really just, beat yourself up about it. It happened. It's over. You've learned your lesson. Like, that's it. And I feel like you can only move forward. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. So as far as my virginity is concerned, that is the story. I never sucked his dick, now that I think about it. I never sucked his dick. That's crazy. His dick was just hard. But, your girl got it like that. I'm just kidding. I do, though, sometimes. I do have a couple of questions for my guys, because I feel like when I've asked my guy friends about taking their virginity or their virginity being taken, whoa there, it's a lot different. Like, a lot of guys lose their virginity to older women or older girls, and I think that's really interesting. And most of them don't lose it in like a super romantic way. My friend Alex lost his first time in the back of a car. I took Travis's virginity at my house. Oh my god, my mom found out. It was really traumatic, you guys. Like, my mom still tells that story to this day. Like, he was white as well. It's a pattern. It's over now, though. But yeah, I just want to know how a guy feels about getting his virginity taken. Like, I would love to hear a guy's full story. I know Alex's. He kind of really didn't tell me like the details, I would say, but he gave me a rundown. It was okay. And two, I would like to know why guys don't like to take virginities. I have a couple of guy friends who say that they've been asked to take virginities and that they wouldn't do it ever. Like, that they would never want to take a virginity. I feel like maybe it's because the girls become so attached sometimes to who took their virginity, especially if the girl's a little bit older. Like, if she's in her 20s or, like, shit, late teens, like I would say like maybe 18 or 19 or mid to early 20s, she's definitely gonna be attached to you. Like, so maybe that's why guys don't like taking virginities. But if you're a guy, let me know why you don't like to take a virginity, or why you would not like to take a virginity. I have taken two. I've taken two virginities. I know their names, Travis and the other one's Corey. Oh my god, if you went to high school with me, you know who that is. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to name drop. but I took Travis's virginity. He was my first love. I still love him, like I said, to this day. Crazy story, very traumatic, whatever. And the other guy, his name's Corey. He's a really good guy. His dad knew that we were having sex too. Like, his dad bought him condoms, right? And his dad would like literally purposely take his dad's girlfriend out on a date the night that I would like come hang out. And my mom loved him because he was mixed. Like, he was the first black dude that I ever dated, like ever. So she was like, oh, you guys can hang out whenever. Like, I don't really care. So literally, like, they would drop me off at Corey's house. Like, we would either watch a movie or go on a date somewhere. Then we would go back to his house and then have sex. Like, that was it. And this was like my junior year of high school. So I was 17 at the time. And, yeah, like, his dad knew. Oh my god, his dad would be like, I hope you guys are being safe. And one time his dad called and was like, hey, we're on the way home. You guys aren't doing anything, right? Like, he said it just like that. And Corey was like, no, we're watching TV. And we were just watching TV. Like, I think he had just came back and made us popcorn or something. Like, we were chilling that day. And his dad was like, okay, good, because if you did, I would not forgive you. And Corey was like, okay. Like, his dad knew that we were fucking. Like, I was like, why are you tripping right now? He's like, I don't know. But then his dad pulled him to the side and was like, I just had to say that because she wanted to hear on speakerphone. Like, his girlfriend wanted to hear on speakerphone that we weren't doing anything. I was like, girl, if you don't get your ugly. But yes, that's what it was like for me taking their virginity. I didn't really think anything of it because I was still new to sex. Like, I didn't really know what was going on either, taking a virginity. But I was like, this is what I've been doing, so it must be right? Wrong. Actually, I would love to know how girls rate their sex now. That would be really interesting to find out. Like, I wish I could do like a survey of all the guys like who I've had sex with, like, how do you think his sex game is after he's had sex with me? You're welcome. So yeah, guys, that's my virginity spiel. And I want to send you guys out with my favorite virginity song, which is Wet Dreams by J. Cole. If you really just sit and listen to the lyrics, you're going to have a flashback and you're going to be like, yep, that's exactly how it was. So thank you guys for listening, and I miss you and I love you, and I can't wait to hear your responses to this episode. See ya.